break even. Malloy, high, towering drive to left. Johnson can just watch it sail out of the park. Key Malloy, a clutch 3-run blast. Lady Vols lead. 1-1 pitch. Gibson in the air out to right field. All the way back, Musco, see you later! McKenna Gibson, second consecutive inning with a big fly. This one, a grand slam. There is strike 3 called. Rogers fired up. Her 6th punch out of the day punctuates a Game 1 victory for Tennessee. The final score, 5-1. Lady Vols have won their 20th in a row. The sun is shining in Knoxville as East Tennessee State and Tennessee get ready to clash for the 23rd time ever here at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium in Knoxville. Hi again, everybody, and welcome upstairs to the broadcast booth with former East Carolina star Jill Jelnick. I'm Michael Wottreng. Come in and stay a while with us here tonight. Jill, how do these two teams maximize this midweek non-conference effort?
It's different for each team.
Another rowdy atmosphere here in Knoxville, and the fans have had a lot to cheer about. McKenna Gibson has driven in all 7. A 3-run homer and a grand slam for Tennessee. ETSU gets 2 back with 2 outs in the 5th on a Sarah Muir 2-run single. Tennessee leading by 5 bats here in the last of the 5th inning. Back with Jill Jelnick, Michael Wottreng with you with our entire crew. Great to have you on board this evening. Tennessee looking for a 13th consecutive win against an in-state foe. ETSU looking to get its 2nd road win of the year. Amanda Allen stands in and takes strike 1. Well, Bailey still being out there, over 100 pitches, and she's done well at the beginning of innings, just hasn't been able to close them out.
She's also not been able to get that defensive support at times. A couple miscues defensively by these Bucks.
Liner out to short. Nadley makes the catch.
Earlier in the game, we saw a couple of ground balls, routine ground balls, that the Bucks were just not able to get that out. It came to Tennessee's hitters, and it ended up biting them in the butt because McKenna Gibson made him pay with 1 big swing, 2 big swings technically. But now, as ETSU starts to get some run support, Bailey should have a little bit more confidence that her hitters are starting to put them together a little bit more. Anytime your offense, as a pitcher, anytime your offense is able to give you that run support, gives you a little bit more confidence in the circle. And it's not easy to do when you're facing this Tennessee lineup that is so potent.
Briley Masusan stands in. She checks her swing on a pitch up. Does go around. It's 0-2 the count to her. 7 at-bats this year, a couple hits. She's driven in 2. Been mostly used as a pinch runner this season for Karen Weekly.
Masusan, a slapper, looking to poke something, hit something hard into the ground. Middle infielders for ETSU, they're a couple steps in front of the outfield, but they're not necessarily playing in slapper defense right now. The shortstop specifically, Nadley, several steps behind the base path. As a slapper, you always want to read your defense every single pitch. Before every time you get into that box, where are your middle infielders? Where are your corners? Because that can always help you direct the ball and give you a game plan where you want to go with it.
From 0-2 to 3-2. And the top of this Tennessee lineup looms, leading it by 5. Payoff pitch. Grounded to 3rd. Young gobbles, too late. And just as you were saying, the defense not playing against that slapper, and Masusan has her 3rd hit of the year.
Slappers are known for their speed. Their goal, hit something on the ground somewhere, use your speed to your advantage, and right here, Young has to come off the line, and by the time she gets rid of it, Masusan is already at first base. Good job by the slapper, taking that role, that leadoff hitter, getting on base and setting the table for the following hitter.
It's the top of the lineup, and Mackenzie Donahue. She swings and fouls the first pitch off. Tennessee leads 7-2. They've given up just 2 runs in their home non-conference schedule so far this year. ETSU has doubled that here in this game, but they still trail by 5. Ball in the dirt. Susan stays at first base.
Coach Karen Weekly telling us Donahue is just one of those players that continues to get better every single game, whether it's at shortstop, whether it's at the plate. She's always working on something specific. She's been working on her feet at short, making sure she's been able to cover both sides of the diamond equally well. And then at the plate, she's recently moved to a split grip, part of a drill that she does with hitting coach Chris Malveaux, and really helps her feel that pop on her bat when she comes through the zone.
Throw back to first base. Susan back. 2-2 the count here to Donahue. Talk about a player that has brought some primetime performances to Knoxville. She was part of the 2021 Women's College World Series All-Tournament team. Had a WCWS best 10 RBIs as Oklahoma won the national championship, and she flies this to right. Musko makes the catch. 2 outs, and this is when Tennessee has been at its most dangerous.
Just because there are 2 outs does not mean that Tennessee is going to take the foot off the gas. If anything, that's when they rise up. They're excellent with not only runners in scoring position, but when the game is come down to their final out of the inning, they've been able to find a way. I will say credit to Bailey being able to get Donahue, such a tough hitter, to pop up there. That was a crucial second out, because now Bailey knows with Kiki Malloy, the top hitter in this lineup, it's going to be a very, very tough out, a tough hitter to get out.
Malloy, a member of the U.S. national team last summer, in the batter's box, one of the best run producers in the country. She's in an 0-2 hole. Take a look at what she's done so far this season. She's got the speed, she's got the eye at the plate, and she's got the pop. She can do everything. And now in the 2 spot in the lineup, has good protection both in front and behind her.
Malloy tied for second in the country with 14 home runs. And Michael, she had 15 total home runs last year. So not only is it safe to say she's going to shatter her own home run record from a year ago, but she's on pace to double it this season.
Two and two, they throw down to first. Susan takes off for third, she's in there. Throw ends up in the outfield, so that will be a stolen base for Susan.
Like the heads-up move from Susan at first base. She had a good jump on Adams behind the plate and was able to slide in safely. She didn't even see the throw go past the shortstop. Right here, you could see her. She's ready. She doesn't quite square all the way up to face home plate. She was anticipating a throw down and made the quick split decision to take 2 and paid off.
Malloy grounds out to short, backpedaling Nadley to first, not in time. Kiki Malloy legs it out, her second hit of the day, back-to-back multi-hit efforts for the All-American.
This is a tough play for Nadley at shortstop because Susan, the runner on second, runs right in front of her. Kiki Malloy hits this off the end of the bat. It looks like a routine ground ball, but because Susan, the runner at second, runs right in front of Nadley, what that does is it kind of blocks your field of vision for a split second, and sometimes that's all it takes for you to kind of lose the ball a little bit, take a second slower, and allow the runner to be safe.
Jenna Mosley looking for her first hit of the year. There goes Malloy. And she'll swipe her 21st bag of the year. Closing in on triple digits for her career, the SEC's active leader. takes strike one. The freshman from Somerville, Georgia, looking for her first career hit. 0 for 8 at the plate this year. Can't hold up there, and she's in a 1-2 hole.
Big moment for the freshman here. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Her goal right here, try to make good contact. Put the ball in play. Let the defense try to make a play.
2-2, and look who's in the on-deck circle, McKenna Gibson.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is the last person that Bailey wants to see.
Gibson's had an okay day.
2-2 pitch here to Mosley. Just missed outside. It's 3-2.
Right there on that last pitch, Mosley went into slapper form. You could see her left foot cross over her right foot. So she has the potential to be a triple threat, whether it's slapping or standing in and hit away.
Here's the 3-2. Mosley out to short. Picked up by Nadley to first, and it ends the inning and keeps this game rolling along. We go to the 6th. Tennessee leads it 7-2.